What's up, everyone? My name is Tony Scott, and I want to welcome you to The Way the Cookie Crumbles, where we give you a weekly look at something good or bad in basketball that's worthy of talking about. So this week, we're talking about the Warriors. What's going on with the champs? Is it over for the champs? Like let's kind of look at what is taking place in Golden State, or what is wrong with Golden State. So I got my notes here. You might see me glancing down a little bit, but it's all good. We can get it over with. So just ask the question: is it over for the champs? Is it over for the champs? I don't know. So the reason I say I don't know is because Sacramento, they have won. There are 2 games in this series, but they've won those 2 games at home, and the series now turns to Golden State. The Kings, in my opinion, have looked dominant. Even when Golden State tries to, or even when Golden State goes on their little third quarter runs like they always do against everybody, the Kings find some way to stifle it. Like Golden State, this is not the same. And I said this earlier on the podcast. This is not the same Golden State team from last year. They have the same players, but I don't know if it's the mindset, I don't know if it's the championship hangover or whatever the case might be. This is not the same Golden State team from last year. I still believe that in order to become the champion, you have to go through the champion. And right now, it's looking like Sacramento's going to do that. Let's talk about some facts. So in the first two games, obviously, the Kings have proved that they are the dominant team. And I emphasize the first 2 games because we still got at least 2 more to go. So, next fact. Domantas Sabonis is clearly the best big man in this series. Clearly. Kevon Looney cannot guard him. And even when Looney tries to body him up and make him shoot tough shots, like he just powers his way right through it. Like Kevon Looney cannot guard him, and Golden State does not have another big body other than Kuminga. But Kuminga, he's more finesse. He's not like a big body. He's not going to body anybody up. So that's the next thing. Domantas Sabonis is clearly the best center in this series. The Kings are a great rebounding team. They are killing Golden State on the offensive end, and overall, they are killing Golden State on the boards. Davion Mitchell, local 912 native, is shutting Steph Curry down. He is making Steph Curry work hard for every shot, and then even when he is switched off of Steph, the other guys who are guarding him cannot guard Steph. He's back to being Steph. But as soon as Davion Mitchell gets back on Steph, he is making the game hard. It is hard for Steph to get shots off on Mitchell. De'Aaron Fox is coming to his own. He won Clutch Player of the Year today. Ain't too much need to be said about him. I was rooting for him all season long as far as All-Star goes. I was blowing the De'Aaron Fox trumpet. Man, listen, man, he needs to be in the All-Star game. And lastly, the supporting cast of Sacramento, man, they have held their own. Malik Monk, Davion Mitchell, as I just mentioned, they have come off the bench in these first 2 games and just essentially kept the same level of play as their starters. So talked about where they are. We talked about some of the facts that have come from these 2 games. So let me just give my thoughts, or what I call my crumbles. Let me give my 2 crumbles about it. All right. So the Kings have done what they should have done. They have done it. They have protected home court. They have won the first 2 games at home. All right. If they manage to win this first game in Golden State, it's over. If Sacramento wins the first game in Golden State, it's over. And I say the first game specifically because if Golden State can win one at home, specifically this first one, that will give them confidence. I can't count the champs out, yo. I just can't do it. I said this would be an interesting series. and it has been this far. I still have Golden State winning this series. But again, because you can't count the champs out until the champs are out. But I think it has to go 7. Like, there's no way that they're going to win it in 6. It has to go 7. Those are my crumbles on the Warriors. I'm Tony Scott, and that's the way the cookie crumbles.